Yeah, that's what northeast winters will do to your exhaust. Completely rust it right off. Quick jack's still the best tool in the garage. For today's experiment, we install an inexpensive eBay TURBOBACK exhaust on the 03 WRX. This is all in attempts to pass New York State inspection. With that massive leak, the downstream O2 sensor will start throwing all types of downpipe related codes and leak codes. The Shaggin' Wagon is our fourth car. It is our workhorse. It is our winter beater. I'm okay with putting this eBay exhaust on it. Here's where it gets interesting. The downpipe flange is perfect. The downpipe will fit all the studs in the 14mm bolts no problem. And that's where it ended. The first hanger needed to be chopped and or bent to fit the hanger. The second one needed to be bent to fit the hanger, and it was way off. As you go back, you can see that the connections here won't fit if you try to hook it up to a stock axle back. So you're going to need to run this absolute cannon, fart can, whatever you call it. First issue I came across was 10mm rusted bolts all over the heat shield. Just to get to the 14mm bolts that are on the downpipe, you're going to have to remove that heat shield. Hopefully you have already. Removing the intercooler is going to help you get some ratchets back there, which are going to be much needed. Even though, holy cow, for a freaking eBay aftermarket kit, to give you extra studs for the turbo, there's two 14mm bolts holding the downpipe to a bracket. The other is attached to the block and the turbo heat shield. Two rubber exhaust hangers in the back for the axle back or muffler. The left side exhaust hanger uses one 14mm bolt that threads into the other side. The mid-pipe section utilizes one more rubber exhaust hanger. Okay, that's better. I gotta get out of the way of this thing because it's coming down. Whoa! But what the hell is this thing that's attached to it? It's a heat shield. On the right is the STI's exhaust system, TURBOBACK, and on the left is the WRX. The WRX broke at the downstream cat. It just rusted right out. SubaruPartsWarehouse.com, the best site in my opinion, still wants $2,000, $3,000 for the cats. So these aftermarket options, they're out there. You can get the catless or the high flow cat. Now don't laugh because the eBay units are a great choice when you have a fourth car like we do. This is our Subaru 2003 Impreza WRX GG Shaggin' Wagon. We're going to warm this saxophone up. Ricola! Unless you're someone who can chop this pipe up and re-weld it, you're going to have to deal with the crappy fitment. It is eBay, and it was $198 full turbo back after all. If you can't fab it, you're going to have to modify it with some long exhaust hangers from Torque Solution or Cartboy. This hanger needs to be chopped and re-welded. Till then you can appreciate my custom zip tie work. I gotta get me some of those Mighty Car Mod zip ties. The 03 WRX absolutely hates starting in the winter with 5W30 oil in it. 5W flows very thick past 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so anything below that, you're going to start hard in the winter. Zero weight flows well into the minus 16 degree when this car starts most of its time. So the problem is the automatic. The automatic tries to always shift up out of the fun, if you know what I mean. I mean, it'll hold it for you, which is fun, but you know, it just right there when it really gets into the fun of the boost, it'll click off. Even if you're full throttle like that, full to the floor. But the exhaust is great. I mean, it sings. The whole point of this was to pass New York State inspection, but in that, I got myself a little rally rumbler here. This thing has taken on a whole new life now. Honestly, I thought everything was going to be way too rusted for me to handle this, but it wasn't, and I was able to at least modify it so it works. It being a winter beater, I'm not worried too much about tuning. It is just going to drive lightly, and we're not going to be ripping it, and the automatic's going to save it from being in the boost too much. So I hope you've enjoyed this little soiree into the downpipe of the 2003 WRX GG Wagon. SVTWRC, everybody. See y'all later. Subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.